Hi there guys, this is AB Creative Drawing, and today I am going to be drawing some cars that are outside a window of a canteen on my lunch break, where they are in a composition on the side of the road, and I thought it would be really cool to kind of sketch it. So today I'm going to show you the process of how I started it. So right now I'm drawing this kind of circle shape of the car. As you can see on the side of the background what the shape is, I'm drawing that. Just trying to mark out the actual composition of the actual cars. You know, because although this is a sped up video, I actually did sketch this quite very quick, because I only had like an hour or maybe like 40 minutes before my lunch break was over. So usually when I do a little bit of these sketches, I'm usually pressed for time because I'm in a place where I don't have all the time in the world. I got to get back to the work, you know. So I'm just sketching the back side of the car. As you can see, there's the car boot of the actual car, the window, the back side of the car. We've just sketched a piece of the wheel. We've sketched the underside of the actual car. So you can see there's a description of two wheels there. Again, I'm holding the camera with my left hand and I'm sketching with my right hand, and the sketchbook is on top of a sheet of paper tissue. So we're just sketching so we've sketched some of the lines of the actual car lights. We've done the license plate, and now we're just going to add a little bit of definition. So we're just adding a little bit of definition to the car. Again, I'm just looking outside the car. We're at the tire now. We're going to be filling in a little bit of the tire wheel. We're going to be looking at the tire, filling in some of that detail that's there. And we're just going to build up the sketch, always starting off in light. And as you can see, these are the car windows. And that's what you want to do, you know, especially if you're drawing objects, cars, people. You want to just kind of work yourself into the drawing. Don't try and rush off and do one big kind of object and get everything perfect. Work your way into the drawing. You know, don't rush it. Take your time. You can do this, you got this. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just sketching the car now, adding a little bit of definition detail. Added the wheel. I'm just on the little line near the wheel. As you can see, that's going to be a little bit of the side of the road. And we're just adding a little definition to the background now. So we will be doing the second vehicle. So what I did here, the reason I'm doing this, and I'm sketching the actual van on the front side of the actual car, behind the actual car, is because I made a mistake here. I actually made a mistake where probably I should have drawn, most likely I should have drawn the van first. So I made a mistake, but I said to myself, no problems. I want to show that I'm making a mistake, but I want to correct the mistake. So that's what we're doing is that we're drawing a van now that's behind this car. Stupidly, I should have actually drawn the van first, then the car. But no problem. We've done the wheel. We've done the top side of the van, the front side of the van. We're drawing the window side of the van, the passenger side of the van. We're putting some details on the actual van wheel there. And we're just building up the sketch, you know, ever so gradually, because we really want to make sure that we're getting all the details that we can actually see from the street, because that's where I'm drawing from the street. We're just building up the sketch now. Now, this little object here is an electric telecoms pole line that is literally next to the cars, because there were a couple of electricians during the day who were basically doing some kind of power work around this time, and they opened this power line I think a couple of days before, but it's closed. But I recognize that's what that was, because they had these high-vis jackets on. And now we're just doing the side of the actual pavement. We're doing the road lines, and we're going back into the sketch a little bit. We want a little bit more detail. You know, keep looking at the side of the road, and I'm saying, you know, okay, I'm going to start a little bit here and there, but I want to make sure that everything is as good as I possibly can be. The main aim is you want to start. You want to try. You can't aim for anything of a standard unless you don't try it at the standard wherever you are right now, and that's what I'm doing right now. Sketching the shadows of the actual car. And we're doing the shadows of the actual van. And on this day, it was a pretty summerish kind of day. Not too hot of a summer because I'm based in the UK. You know, we get very little sun over here, but you know, it could be bright. It was pretty much of a bright day. And we're just working on the wheels now. Working on the wheels. Looking to get that. And as you can see, I'm just going to add a little bit more detail to where that car was. We're going to black the window out. We're going to just, you know, add a little bit of detail to the window. And, you know, even the detail, you can see the back of the car of the first car I drew that's in front of the van. We're just going to basically, you know, sketch over that, put a little bit of detail over that, and basically just, you know, make it part of the picture. But what we're doing now is we're adding a little bit of texture to the concrete of the pavement. Now we're going to the actual back of the first car that we sketched. We're adding a little bit of shading there, just to build up the sketch a bit more. And what I'm trying to do, I'm really trying to go for a very detailed look, because I'm really just trying to capture what I see, you know. And I'm mindful because of the time, because I don't have a lot of time. I'm on lunch break during this time in the canteen, and so we're actually sketching the windows. Sketching in the windows. I don't know what the make of the car was, but it was some kind of make. We're sketching the power, the telephone box now, the power line box with all the wires and stuff in it. That's what's there. We're sketching that. We're sketching another little piece of the device that was probably there for the electricity box. So everything that's just around me outside, from inside looking outside, is what I'm doing. And there's a little window here. I think this was kind of like a little kind of organization. Maybe this was the window for it. There's a big kind of organization that's just there. That's what we're sketching. And we're just building up the picture bit by bit. You can see the van and the car, you know, but you saw I made a mistake. Never be afraid to show your mistakes, because you learn from your mistakes. And I'm going to learn from this. I'm going to keep it going. I'm just building up the drawing now. And that's it. All right. We're just doing another window here now. We're just building it up slowly. And that's what you want to do. You want to build things up very, very slowly. Now, this window here was a part of the same kind of building that was right across from the right behind the actual cars, and there's a big wall, and there's lots of people that walk past this pavement. That is where the wall, between the wall and the cars, is like a pavement there, and there's a ton of cars because I work in the city, and these kind of cars, they're all kind of parked here. Sometimes you have a lot of you know, traffic wardens and stuff. They walk past and they'll give you a ticket for the car. I don't know what kind of road this is, what the road's called, but yeah, we're just sketching the cars now. We're just adding a little bit of detail. We're adding, this is kind of this part of the van is where basically when the van door will slide, this is the kind of van where you'll slide it from. And so basically we're just adding a little bit of detail to the actual pavement, the paint of those lines. We're pushing that a bit forward now. All right. We're getting nearer to the conclusion of this picture. And as you can see, I just built it up like I always do, in lines, bits and pieces. Now we're going to add a little bit of felt tip, okay, to bring a little bit more detail to the picture. A little bit of definition. Using a felt tip now. All right. Adding a little bit of definition to the wheel. And that's what you want to do. You want to just keep building up the picture so you can actually just try and keep a balance between the biro line and the felt tip line. You know, imagine if the felt tip and the biro were going out on a date with each other on a visual communicational level on the sheet of paper. How would it look? I think this is how it would look. because I think biro and felt tip, for me, I love the combination of the two. You know, and then we're going to put a little bit on the communicational box there, and then the top side of that controls that, and of course our window frame there, we're going to do that. Oh yeah, and you know, this was a little bit, you know, it was a little bit dark inside that window there because obviously there wasn't much light going in there, and the same with this one here. We're just going to add a little detail there. And adding a little bit of definition to the actual picture. That's it. And then we're going back over biro. And we are just doing a little bit of definition with the biro. We're just gonna soup up this biro because I really want to add a little bit of extra, you know, shading and definition to this picture. Because the lines were very rough before, but we're trying to define these lines now. Add a little bit of felt tip there, definition to the car window, the little separation, division between the car window. And we are nearly concluding this picture, this image, guys. And if there's any questions that you have during this process, and I enjoyed doing this, I was in the canteen. It was a nice vibe, nice canteen. But I didn't have a lot of time, so I had to really kind of sketch this really quick. But if there's any questions that you guys have at all, you just hit me up in the comments and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.